All right, welcome everybody. You all are already live on Zoom now, sorry, on YouTube now. And Pratham, don't start recording until I tell you, okay? Guys, it's a request if you can please put your mics off and you can only put them on when I ask you to ask your doubt. Until then, just stay calm and enjoy the journey. All those who are there on YouTube right now, guys, this is the crash course that we had started on rough work. And today is the first session of this crash course. Uh, Today I'm going to be teaching section and equations of a line. So anyone out over there on the YouTube, today is a free session. You can study with me. I have got almost more than 35 sums on section and equation of a line, which we are going to solve today right now. So as I promised, the first session is a free session for everybody. Anyone who wants to study can do so because live on YouTube and it is going to stay there. But the following sessions of the crash course, where we be teaching the remaining chapters, will not be live on YouTube. For that, if you want to join, then you have to join the Roughbox application. And once you subscribe to it, obviously, then you will get access to all the sessions where I'll be teaching the full SEM 2 course. Before we move ahead, I just wanted you all to tell me if you finished with your prelims. And if you have got your score already, what was your score with the prelims? If anyone over here, you can tell me what is your score with prelims, please.
Sir, my score was 39.
39.
Sir, I was getting 40 out of 40, but the still mistake was a silly mistake which I made in the petrol one question.
That is same one I'm talking. That is same one you're talking about, right? That's good. That's good. 39 is very good. Guys, I'm asking you all about your prelims that is happening in your school now for your semester 2. Anyone who's already finished the prelims and got your marks from the school? Anyone finished the prelims already? Unmute and tell me. Anybody who's finished the prelims already?
So my prelims are over, but marks haven't.
Okay, prelims are over, but marks are not. How was your paper, by the way?
Sir, it was difficult. Like I had some difficulties in circles.
Got it. Anybody else who has attempted the paper in school? I want to know if your exam is over, math exam is over. Anybody whose
Yes,
math
sir.
exam is over?
Yes, so my math exam was today.
Okay, and how was your paper, by the way?
So it was okay, quite tricky.
Okay. What about others?
Yes, sir.
Sir, quite difficult.
Quite difficult. Okay. All right. Those who are telling me difficult, those who are telling me not very good or okay. Can I know the reason why like that you are saying?
Sir, because we have not yet completely finished with our syllabus as it has only been February.
There was not enough time to practice.
Okay, I
Yes, sir.
agree with you all. Anybody else? Any specific
Night
reason?
paper are also of 1 hour 30 minutes, so it becomes difficult to solve within that time. Because for 80 marks, we usually get 2 hours 30 minutes, but this 40 marks, 1 hour 30 minutes, so we need more 10 minutes.
Correct. I completely understand this, what you all are saying. Yes, 1 hour 30 minutes is difficult to finish the paper pattern that you're having now with.
Sir, Hindi.
Yeah,
Sir,
there
can you
are
give
three things
tips?
that I would like to highlight here. Number one is that the time is not enough. Number two is that the portion that you have in the second term is comparatively more difficult. Second is that the portion in the second term is comparatively more difficult. And third is there are a lot of geometry chapters. Fourth is you all are not having enough practice. Correct. These are four major pointers. We quickly talk on these and then we will start with the topic, section and equation. All right. I want this person to recognize himself. Zoom user. May I know who you are before we eliminate you out? If you can put it in the chat box who you are, you have 30 seconds because we need to see your name. Okay. Otherwise, if we do not identify you, we will obviously chuck you out. So who's this Zoom user? Can you please tell us your name? Zoom user, are you there? Can you hear me? Okay, who's this rough box? Can you please identify yourself? Rough box and Zoom user, because I doubt who you guys are. So I wish to know your names. In 30 seconds, if I don't listen from you all, we are going to chuck you out. I'm so sorry to say that, but yeah, we are going to follow this very strictly so that there is no confusion or any kind of disruption in the class. Zoom user, may I know who you are? Okay, no answer. All right, bye-bye. I'll have to chuck you out. I'm sorry. Guys, 1 second. Put in the waiting room. Okay. And who's this rough box? Please identify yourself. You've got another 30 seconds. Others, I'll have to chuck you out as well. Rough box, who you are? Can you please unmute and tell us who you are? All right, I'm putting you in the waiting room as well. Okay, so the rest of them are here. All right, guys. So these are the 4 major things that I could identify why you guys have finding the paper difficult. Number 1 is the time, portion, geometry, and practice. So the time, obviously, you have 1 hour 30 minutes, correct? But then the problem is that the number of questions have increased because the paper pattern has completely changed. Now in section B, you have got 2, 2, 3, 3. So 10 marks ke liye, you're supposed to write 4 questions. Earlier it was 3 questions. So you are attempting 3 questions more comparatively, and therefore the amount of time is not enough. Secondly, the portion for second term. Obviously the portion is comparatively tough. It's not as simple because here there are more geometry chapters. Like I would say almost except probability section and equation, except those 3 chapters, the remaining 8 chapters are all geometry chapters is what you would say. In fact, 7, because that measures the central tendencies there. Then a lot of practice is needed and you still lack in terms of the practice. And that is the reason we have got this crash course where you can do all of these things. Like by the time we finish the crash course, you will already know how to manage your time. You will know what the entire portion is all about. We'll give special emphasis on geometry chapters. And obviously with me, when you're doing 30, 40 odd sums in every session, your practice will be taken care of. So we are going to work on all these 4 pointers in the entire crash course. So all those who already joined the crash course, I congratulate all of you. We are a bunch of 70 odd people together. We'll be doing the crash course extensively, and I'm pretty sure we are going to do justice with the entire crash course. Okay, guys, let me tell you the crash course. If you wish to join, this is the first session we are doing today, which is live and free. But after that, it won't be live and free. In case if you want to join, then you'll have to go to the Roughbox application, and whichever crash course you wish to join, you'll have to subscribe to that. Let me tell you, we are having crash course for each and every subject, and all the crash courses are taken up by experts. They'll be at night 8 o'clock. So definitely you're not going to miss anything. Recorded sessions will be available, plus there is test series going to be there. So crash course is a combination of revision of each and every subject, each and every topic. Not only that, you also get test series. That means a 20 marks test of each and every topic and a 40 marks full paper, which gives you a lot of practice. So that's what the entire pattern is. Yes, Maya, you want to ask something?
Sir, I wanted to ask that each maths crash course session will go about how much time?
At least 1.5 to 2 hours, minimum 2 hours, and then it depends on the doubts that you guys have.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right? Okay. So guys, any one of you, if you are on YouTube, you want to join this crash course, the link will be available to you only once you subscribe to the course. And this is the first class, therefore it is completely free. But next class onwards, it's not going to be free and you have to join the crash course. Tomorrow is the crash course for physics. Am I right, Pratham? Yeah. So if you wish to join the crash course for physics, let me tell you, it is taken up by Mr. Santosh Nimkar. He is the ICSE chief for physics, and he himself knows, a very experienced and veteran teacher, school teacher, and obviously board corrector and setter also, I would say. So if you want to join physics, you should do so because he does a lot of justice with his crash course and you will definitely get an edge once you join that crash course. So that is going to happen tomorrow. If you want to join, go onto the Roughbox application and you will have the enrollment of the crash course done. Okay, I have spotlighted this second whiteboard of mine. So whatever I write, you can see in over there, and I will share the screen once we discuss the formula. So the entire session is going to be broken into two parts. First, I'll be teaching you the formula, and second, we will start with the sums that I have shortlisted for you. Now, the sums that we are going to do are not from your Selena textbook; they are from various other sources. So, and also a few prepared by myself. So you will get a complete revision of your entire topic and a complete new set of questions also. Sorry? I can't hear you. Repeat. All right. So let's begin with section and midpoint formula. Now, what is this section formula? So this basically refers to the graph. So you have a graph, and on the graph, obviously calibration is there. And then there are few points being plotted on the graph. So let's say the first point plotted is 2 by 1, point A, and another point is -2 by -2. Let's say point B. Both of them joined, and when you join, you get a segment AB. Now, when you get a segment AB, Pratham, you started recording? Start recording, please. So when you join this AB, all right, started? Guys, just give me a moment. Let me allow him to record the session. On computer. Oh, sorry, on computer. Correct. Got it. All right. So we're starting with section formula, and we are going to do equation of a line as well. Okay. So in section formula, you will see that there is a point, let's say 2, 1, and a point -2 at B. So you have a segment AB. This segment AB, let's say, is intersected by another point at P, where it is -1, -1. So this point P divides AB in some ratio. So if I remove A, B, P is here. So A is 2, 1, B is -2, -2, and P is somewhere here, which is -1 by -1. Let's say this P is not known to us and it is missing. Okay. And we know that the ratio to this is 2:1, assuming. Okay. So ratio means AP is 2 parts and PB is 1 part. Total, there are 3 parts. Okay. Then in that case, if you want to find this coordinates of P, you have something called as a section formula. Anyone knows what the section formula is?
Sir, I know.
Yes, please.
M1 into X2
Okay.
plus M2 into X1 upon M1 plus M2. For
All right.
Y,
You may call it as M1, M2 or something like that. I call it as M ratio N. So you may call it as M1, M2 or M ratio N. Whereas these coordinates of A are called as X1, Y1. Coordinates of B are called as X2, Y2. This ratio, as I told you, are called as M ratio N. And this coordinates of P is X, Y. Basically, the target is to find the coordinates of P, and therefore we say X is equal to M X2 N X1 upon M plus N. That means M is this number 2, X2 is over here -2, N is 1, and X1 is this number 2 over here upon M plus N. So 2 plus 1. So -4 plus 2, -2 upon 3. This is the coordinate of X. Likewise, we can calculate the coordinate for Y as well. My2, ny1, M plus N. So M in this case is 2, Y2 is -2, N is 1, and Y1 is also 1 upon 2 plus 1. So we get -4 plus 1, which is equal to -3 upon 3. So -1. Thus, I get the coordinates of P, and we can state that P is going to be -2 by 3, -1. So this -1 for P is different because here the ratio will be different. But if the ratio is 2:1, then these are the coordinates for P. Okay. So basically, this section formula helps you to calculate the coordinate of the point which divides the segment in two parts. Okay. Now, most important over here, if you want to recall it, and if you look at the pattern looks like this. That means 2 multiplies with -2 and 1 multiplies with 2. So it goes cross. If you multiply 2 with 2 and 1 with -2, you will go wrong. So the best method, whenever you're doing section formula and you don't want to go wrong, you draw the line, put all the data over here, and then see if you're crossing in your mind. That means 2 with -2, 1 with 2 for x, 2 with -2, and 1 with 1 for y. So you will never go wrong. Okay. Last thing, if you look at the entire data, how many components are there? Can someone tell me how many components are there in the data?
6 components.
Eight.
6.
6, 8. All right. There are 8
Eight.
components. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 8, 2 will be missing. And those 2 you have to find. So there is a possibility xy will be missing. There is a possibility x1, y1 might be missing. Or m ratio n would be missing. Anything can be missing. And based on the data that you have, you apply the formula and you can easily find the answer there. Do you get my point, everybody? Any doubts till here, guys?
No, sir.
So can you please explain how there are eight components?
2, 4, 6, and 8. Got it?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, please. Tell me.
Sir, in exam, we don't need to write the statement, or directly we have to start the sum for finding the coordinates.
In exam, you don't need to find. Repeat. I didn't get your question.
Sir, I was saying that in exam, we don't need to write the statement before starting the sum.
Oh, that whole presentation I will tell you once we start with the sum. So don't worry about that. Right now, just get the formulas correct. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anyone else? Any other doubts with the formula?
Sir, can you please repeat the crossing part?
2 will be multiplying with this side and 1 will multiply on the other side. So automatically it crosses with each other. Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Sir, 2 with both of the components of B, right? X and Y.
No, one component for X and another component when you're doing Y.
Sir, how we got this formula for finding these coordinates?
And you'll have to get into derivation of this formula. So right now we are not getting into that. Otherwise we'll waste a lot of time because anyways, derivation not in your exam. You can Google it. You will get it for sure. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can we move on to the questions related to this section formula? Okay. Before we move ahead, one last thing. If there is a point on x-axis and we don't know what are the coordinates, can you predict at least one coordinate of this point which is lying on the x-axis?
0.
X.
Coordinate is 0.
It will be x comma 0. That means the y coordinate has to be 0. X coordinate we do not know. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Likewise, if a point lies on y coordinate, what happens?
0, 1.
0, comma y. So whenever they tell you point is lying on x axis, you say x comma 0. If they tell you point is lying on the y axis, you say 0 comma y. Did you get my point, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So right now, I want you to know only 2 things. That's it. Or kuch zyada nahi chahiye. Number 1, these 2 formulae and all the components here. And number 2, if the point lies on x-axis, x comma 0. If the point lies on y-axis, 0 comma y. If you know only these 2 things, you can easily handle the section formula. Then we'll talk about midpoint and centroid formula as well. Right now, only these 2 formulas is what you need to know. Are you understanding, everybody, what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Is everyone with me?
Yes.
So if the point lies on x-axis, then can it be 0 comma x?
No, it can be 0 comma 0
Okay.
because this lies over here. But it can't be 0 comma some another number. If it is 0 comma another number, that means it is lying on y-axis. Okay.
So in place of x, we can write anything for naming, just for not for confusing for.
Better write x only because that's the standard thing we are going to use. Okay. Chalo.
Yes.
So that's the first question right over there on the screen. Let us work on it. So you have question number 1, find the coordinates and the ratio. That is type 1, where you're just finding the coordinates or you're finding the ratio. So look at the first question. Start solving on your own. I'm keeping these formulae over here so that you can use them. Okay, only x I'm keeping. Accordingly, you can create y. mx2 nx1 m plus n. Chalo, let me write y also, my2 ny1 m plus n. So your formulae are over here. I want you to try sum number 1. Come on, everybody. Let's see if you can handle this question number 1 without my help. If you need help, obviously I will help you then. Calculate the coordinates of point P, which divides the line segment joining AB. So you have a line segment AB where A is minus 3 by 3 and B is 2 by minus 7. Okay. In the ratio 2:3. So there is a point P over here, which is dividing the segment in 2:3. Your task is to find the coordinates of this point P, which we obviously call it as x comma y. Okay. So come on, a minute for you to try and then we all will discuss together. So we will say bisection formula. This is what you're supposed to write mandatorily. And then you will say the formula and then substitute the values in order to get x and y. Come on. If you get the answer, please don't give it out. Let people try and then we'll discuss it together in the end. Okay. So those who are on YouTube, please grab a paper and pen. We are going to do section and midpoint formula in length today. So please stay around and start solving the sums with me. Don't waste your time, please. Okay. All right. Let's see how will you solve it. So m in this case is 2. x2, see 2 multiplying with this and 3 multiplying with this minus 3. So 2 with 2 plus 3 with minus 3 upon 2 plus 3. So I shall get 4 minus 9. That will be 5 upon 5 negative. So negative 1. How many hands go up who got x as negative 1?
Sir, I do not go.
Very
I got, sir.
superb, superb. That's really good. On YouTube, if you got it, please write over there in the chat box. I hope you're practicing with me. Let's find y. So 2 with minus 7, 3 with 3 upon 2 plus 3. So minus 14 plus 9 upon 5. So that gives us minus 5 by 5. I get minus 1 again. And therefore I say point P is minus 1 by minus 1. If you forget to write this last part and you just got this, you will lose 1 mark in the exam. You're expected to write this last part like this, where P is equal to minus 1, minus 1. All those who are there on YouTube, I hope you're getting it. Please tell your friends also, they can join right now on the channel and obviously they will benefit from this. Okay, everybody got minus 1, minus 1?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can we move on to the next question? Anybody any doubts with this question? Please don't ask me doubts.
Yes, sir, I wanted to
Move
ask
on
one
the
thing.
next question. Huh? Ask your doubts now only while the question is up on the board. Once I erase it, I won't be able to help you. All right?
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Say, related to this question, Harsh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Harsh, where
Sir,
are you from?
Sir, like in the
Sir, I am
exam
from Patna,
syllabus-
sir.
Patna. Yes, Harsh, tell me what is your doubt?
Sir, can we
What, sir?
interchange the place of m means m is 2 and n is 3?
M as 2 and N as 3. No, bacha, if you do that, then you'll have to cross it in the other way. Otherwise, you will mess up. If you put 3 here, then put B over here and coordinates of A over here. Okay?
Okay,
Otherwise, you
sir.
will mess up everything. Yes, Shefali said.
Sir, in the exam, like we have a minus 3 comma 3. Under that, can we write x1 y1 or will they cut marks?
You can write, doesn't matter. That's your call.
Doesn't matter, right?
Doesn't matter.
Thank you.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, Ajay.
Sir, before starting the sum, sir, we have to write only this by using section formula and then
That's
starting
it.
that.
That's it. Yes. This is the perfect format how you are expected to do it in the exam. Okay. All right. That's your next question. Question number 2. Please go for it. The formula is there on the screen. I am keeping it. Read the question, take the data, and on your own, please try the sum. Question number 2. Find the ratio in which P divides the line segment this. Always have the habit of drawing the diagram. Okay, there is a mistake over here. This has to be 1 second. Bracket, not 9. Okay, there you go now. So A is minus 3 by 5. B is 2 by B is 4 by minus 9. And P is 2 by minus 5. Find the ratio. That means m ratio n is what you have to find. Okay. So let me stop sharing the screen. Let's begin. So you will say bisection formula. Right? And we'll say x is equal to, which one shall I use, x or y?
Correct.
You can use any. In both the cases, you will get the same answer. Okay. So m times x. What is x? Now let's write everything for your understanding once. We call this x and y. We call this x1, y1, and we call this x2, y2. So I'm giving you 30 seconds. On your own, substitute the values and see if you can handle the sum. Come on, all yours.
So answer is 5:2.
So I messaged
Don't
my
give the
answer in the
answer,
chat.
Bacha. Let people try, please.
So I sent my answer in the chat.
That's better. You send your answer in the chat. I will reply. Yeah, that's correct. Maybe, I don't know, because even I have not solved yet. So let me see. So we say x is 2 in this case. M is unknown. X2 is 4. N is unknown. X1 is minus 3. Upon m plus n, again unknown. You cross multiply, you get 2 times m plus n. 4m minus 3n. So 2m, 2n, 4m, 3n. 3n comes here, becomes 5n. 2n goes there, so 2m. Finally, I would say m upon n. Now here is where people do the mistake. I have seen anybody got the answer as 2:5?
Sir, I got 5:2.
Anybody got 2:5?
No.
Very good. Many a times I have seen people keep m over here, and while writing they write 2:5, which is absolutely wrong. Okay. So in this case, it's going to be 5/2. So therefore, if you leave the answer here, again you will lose 1 mark because they've asked you the ratio. So write it in the ratio form like this as your final answer. Did you get it now, everybody, what we're doing? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anybody
We can
not
take
getting
with
the
y
answer?
also, no, sir.
Sorry?
We can take with y also.
Yeah, you can do it with y also. Anything is fine. With either of the ways you do, your final answer remains the same. Okay. I can see on YouTube someone had written, Parul has written 2:5. But that's the major mistake many people do. So with this crash course, you're going to get a complete, precise practice on each and everything, whatever mistakes you can do. So today is the only class which is free. But after this, everything is going to be only on Roughbox for exclusively for those people who have paid the subscription. So if you want the next following classes and be a part of it, you'll have to go to the Roughbox application and subscribe to the course. Okay. Chalo, let's move on to the third question. Yes, anybody any
Sir, I
doubts
was
with this
having a
second?
doubt.
Yeah. Tell me.
So the moment we reach the last second step, then sometimes we confuse for finding M1.
Yes, so you have to remember m is here, 2 is going down.
Yes, sir.
So n is going down. That's how you can remember it. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, do
Somebody.
we have to write the final statement that is in statement form?
No, not needed. Only this much. M ratio and 5:2. That's it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Chal. Can we move on to the third question, everybody? It's there on the screen already. Chal. Everybody go ahead. I am proud of all those children who were there in the crash course semester 1 and who have scored well in the exam. Now here they say, in what ratio does x-axis divide the point so and so? So there is a line, there is an x-axis like this, okay, and there is a line whose one coordinate is -4, -6, and another coordinate is -1, 7. It is dividing the x-axis, or x-axis is dividing it, let's say on point P. Can someone tell me what will be the coordinates of P which is lying on x-axis?
X, 0. X, 0.
I taught you some time back, if the point is lying on x-axis, it has to be x, 0. So you say let P x, 0 lie on x-axis. You write like that. Okay. Now this point is x, 0. Now, which coordinate is known to you, x or y?
I.
Y. So whichever is known to you, you start with that. Okay. So in this case, we know y. So start with y. Automatically, you will get the ratio. And once you get the ratio, then use the other formula, that is x, and get x also. Come on, giving you a minute. Try it. Your m ratio n is missing, but y is known to you because that is 0. This is your x and y. So y is known to you as 0. That is the major takeaway that you have in this sum. So my2, which is 7, ny1, which is -6 upon m plus n. Come on, cross multiply, get the ratio. Once you get the ratio, you can find x also there. So this crosses, so 0 with anything is 0. 7m minus 6n. So I can say 7m is equal to 6n. So m upon n. Okay, anybody got 7 ratio 6? Nobody? On YouTube, anybody got 7 ratio 6? Nobody? Okay, that's good. So it should be 6 ratio 7. Once you get this 6 ratio 7, now apply for x and find the value of x also. Okay. So x is unknown, but ratio now is known, which is 6 ratio 7. So cross it. So 6 will multiply with -1 and 7 will multiply with -4. M plus n will be 6 plus 7. So -6 minus 28. Do I get -34 by 13?
Yes, sir.
And therefore, what is the coordinate of P? If I leave the answer here, I will again lose 1 mark. You are expected to write in the end the final answer -34 by 13, 0. Did you get this, everybody? That's your final answer, because they asked you the ratio and the coordinates of the point which is lying on x-axis. So we found both of them. Let's look at the question once again so that we have more clarity.
Excuse me, sir.
Wait, let me finish. So the question says, in what ratio does x-axis divide? So it is dividing in 6 ratio 7. Finally, they say also find the coordinates of the point of division. So that is -34 by 13, 0 is what we have got. Okay. Yes, tell me now what your doubt is.
So in a Selena books, we have another formula, which is like y is equals to ky square plus y1 upon k plus 1. So can we use that formula too?
That is, yeah, that is another formula. If you want, you may use that. But according to me, this is much easier compared to that one. So stick to this one. You will never get confused with this one. But with that one, you may. Okay?
Sir, if we don't know that formula, is it okay? That one.
That's your call. All right. Can anybody any doubts, or can I move to the next question?
Sir, is it?
Sorry?
Sir, is it compulsory to convert the fraction into like mixed fraction?
No, you can leave it like that for this chapter for sure.
Okay.
Sir,
Thank you, sir.
how can we identify that we have to start with y?
Because your y coordinate is known, which is a 0. X is not known to you. That is why.
Sir, which coordinates will we take as x1 and y1? And which?
So whichever is, see, if this is the point, before that on the left hand side will be x1, y1. After that will be x2, y2. Simple rule. Okay.
So is it important to write x1, y1 below a coordinate and b coordinate?
I didn't get your point.
So like you have written that below p you have written x comma y. So is it important to write x1, y1 below a
Not
and
needed.
below b?
If your mental math is good, you can do it on your own. Okay. So let's move on to question number 4.
Sir, in case the point B is lying on the x-axis, so we will have to suppose it as x comma 0. But
Yes.
according to the formula, it is x2, y2. So, sir, how we will deal with it?
X2, y2 is here, no, which is b. This is only x and y.
No, sir. In case a B point lies on the x-axis, then that coordinate will be x comma 0.
No, they will not give you such sums. Don't worry.
Sir, such are there in the Selena textbook. I have found that.
No, in that case, you have already been given the middle coordinates. So you say middle coordinate as x and y, and that particular point which is on y-axis will be x2, y2 automatically.
Okay, sir.
Chalo. Question number 4, guys. Calculate the ratio in which this is divided by y-axis. Now this time the point is y-axis. So this is your y-axis, and you have the line where it is 3, 4 and -2, 1. So let's call these points as AB and this point on y-axis as P. So can you tell me what will be the coordinates of P this time?
0,
0, y. 0, y. Because it is lying on y-axis. So lie on y-axis. So this time, come on, someone asked me the question. So for you now, which will you start with, x or y?
X.
Because x is known to us. So you will say x is mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. Come on, apply it and get me the answer. If you get the answer, you can write it in the chat box.
Sir, is it same like the previous question? Just the thing is that it now the point is on the x-axis, y-axis.
Wait, let me finish the sum. So in this case, m is not known. X2 is -2. N, x1 is 3 upon m plus n. So you cross multiply 0, -2m plus 3n. So 2m, 3n. M upon n, 3 by 2. And therefore m ratio n, 3 ratio 2. How many hands go up who got this as 3 ratio 2? Brilliant. Now once you got this, can you also find the coordinates of the other missing coordinate, that is y? Go for it. Get us the coordinates of y as well. Parul, very good. You're doing a good job on YouTube channel and getting me the correct answers. Very
So
good.
I've sent my answer.
Yeah, no problem. I will check. I can't check because I myself don't know what the answers are. I'm just practicing with you and getting the answers. So wait. Okay, let's solve it. So y is unknown. We got the ratio as 3 ratio 2. So 3 multiplied by y2, which is 1, and 2 multiplied by 4 upon 3 plus 2. So 3 and 8, 11 by 5. And therefore my point P is 0, 11 upon 5. Anybody getting the same answer, 11 upon 5?
Yes, I'm getting, sir.
Yes?
I'm getting
I'm also getting.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Proud of you. Very good. Okay. Any doubts with this sum? Please go ahead and ask before we move to the next one. I think by now people are settled. So first, type 1 we did, in which we were just finding the ratio and the coordinates. Type 2 we did, in which the point is lying on x-axis or y-axis. Parul, very good. If it is lying on x-axis, we say x, 0. If it is lying on y-axis, we say 0, y. This is the crash course. Those who are on YouTube channel, just for your information, this is the crash course where more than 70 children have enrolled, and they are all with me on the Zoom right now. And those who have not subscribed, they are on the YouTube channel. In case if you want to subscribe, you can either call us on 915-295-8335, or you can go to the Roughbox application, subscribe for the course, and then you will be able to see the next session. The next session I'm going to be teaching on circles. So if you want that extensive work on that, you will have to subscribe to the course today itself. Tomorrow physics is starting. Likewise, in this week, all the subjects are going to begin. So whichever subject you want to be a part of, you can subscribe to that. If you subscribe for all the courses together, obviously there is a discount as well. I think all the courses are now for somewhere around 17,000, where you get all subjects except for computers. With computers, it is 19,000. Likewise, it is. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 5. This is the next type where the ratio is given in the form of a fraction. Can you see over here? AP upon AB is 2:5. So I'll just give you a minute to go through the question. Think on your own what the question is all about, and then we discuss it together. Whoever's camera mic is on, can you please put your mic off? There's a lot of disturbance. If the line segment joining AB, so this is question 5, line segment joining AB. So you have a with 4 comma minus 5 and you have a B which is 4 comma 5 divided by a point P such that AP upon AB is equal to 2 upon 5. So AP is 2 and AB is 5. Now use little common sense and tell me how much will PB be. Your target should be to find the PB part. Okay. So if the whole thing is 5 and AP is 2, how much will PB become?
3.
Once again, if the whole AB is 5 parts and AP is 2 parts, how much will PB become?
3 parts.
3 parts.
How will you present this? Let me show it to you. So you say AP be 2x and AB be 5x. Therefore, PB is equal to 5 minus 2, which is 3x. So therefore, AP upon PB is equal to 2x upon 3x. That is 2 upon 3. And therefore, AP ratio PB is 2 ratio 3. So finally, we managed to get the ratio. So blindly, just looking at the question, let me show it to you. Just looking at the question directly, don't say 2 is to 5.
Excuse me, sir.
Wait, let me finish. And you directly say 2 is to 5 and you mess up the entire sum. You have to read what is 2 and what is 5 and then decide and get the remaining part which is missing. That is very, very important. So most of the teachers enjoy giving you all such questions where you get distracted and you directly take 2 is to 5 and mess up the entire sum. Okay. Your question over here is to find the coordinates of P. So I have already given you the track now. You have the ratio. Just find the coordinates of P, which is x comma y by applying the section formula. Yes, tell me now what is that you wanted to ask.
So, without doing this step, can I directly write 2 is to 3, sir?
I will not like it because it's a 3-mark question, let's say. So I would want you to please write all these details. Okay. Aditi Dubey, you're asking where will you find the recorded class? The crash course batch on the Roughbox application, which you are a part of for mathematics. In that you will see videos. You click on that and there you will see the recorded session or every recorded session along with the PDF of the questions which I am showing it to you right now. Both the things you will find. And tomorrow, wait. And tomorrow I'll be also uploading the test. In fact, today only I will upload the test after I finish the class. So the test will be open for 1 week. Okay. Only for the people who have subscribed to the course. And then next week when we meet, we will discuss the questions of that test and then we'll move on with the new topic. Okay. So you have 1 week to attempt the test. The correction will not happen like it was happening before because that was MCQ. Here you write the test, keep it with you. Next class when we meet, I will tell you where to give marks. You correct yourself and you will come to know what your marks are. Okay. Yes, Divina, you want to ask something?
So actually in this sum, I remember our school teacher telling us that AP is 5 and AB becomes 2 because it's like the M is to N way, how we reciprocate, like it sort of becomes.
I didn't get your point. AP is 2.
Sir, we can
AB
also
will
find
become how much?
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Wait, let me finish with one doubt. No, but how can I jump onto someone else without finishing the previous one?
So basically our teacher told us, so if we get a sum saying AP upon AB, we have to take it as M is to N and then we get 5M and...
Yes, wait. AP upon AB, if it is 2 is to 5, you can't take this as M and N. If it is AP upon PB, then directly take it as 2 and 5. But here it is not PB, it is AB. That's the confusing part. And therefore you have to find PB to get this ratio. Then you can take this directly. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sir, still I didn't get how to find the ratio.
AP is how many parts? Can you tell me?
2.
Okay. And AB is how many parts?
5.
5. So out of 5 parts, if AP is 2 parts, how much will PB become?
3.
Exactly. That's what we have done, isn't it? You understood now or still confused?
Sir, we can also find the AP ratio PB by by cross multiplying that 5 multiply with AP and 2 multiply with AB.
No, bacha, that's not the correct way. You will then get 5 AP, 2 AB, and then how will you get PB? That's the question, no?
So
This is a simplified way. Let's stick to that. Let's not confuse people. All right. Anybody getting the answer as 4 comma minus 1?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Parul, very good. You're doing a good job there. I would like you to join the crash course so that the next class onwards, you are with us on this Zoom application itself. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question number 6. So first we did simple question. Then we did X and Y axis. Then we did with this one where the ratio is given in the form of a fraction. Now there are some diagram questions. Yes, someone was asking something.
Yes, sir. Sir, how did we get PB, sir?
Bapre, you're sleeping or what, bacha? I taught it 3 times already. AP, how much is AP? Look over here. AP upon AB. How much is AP?
2.
And how much is AB?
5.
So if AB is 5 and AP is 2, how much will PB become?
We have to add those, sir.
Bacha, AB is 5. AP is 2. So remove that. How much is left then?
3, sir.
That's what we did, no? We just
Excuse me,
subtracted
sir.
the 2. Understood? No,
Yes,
I
sir.
can't excuse. Wait, let me finish with this one guy. Clear, Tavish?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Now say, what is the next question?
Sir, showing the working this way is sufficient.
Yeah, this much working is enough.
Okay,
All
sir,
right, let's
thank you.
move on to the next question, guys. Question number 6. Go ahead, diagram question. Giving you 30 seconds to analyze, see what the diagram is all about, understand it, and then we'll all solve it together. Can I erase the formula now? By now you should.
Sir, in this, a new formula will be applied.
Acha, let's see. I don't think so. There is any new formula in this. This is question number 6. Okay, let's look at the question now. All eyes up. In case if you know it, great. If you don't know it, I'm explaining. Please look up. Don't get distracted. Otherwise, you will not know what I'm teaching. Okay. So AP PB is 2:3 and P is 3,1. This is the only data given in the question. Your target is to find the coordinates of A as well as the coordinates of B. Now, before we go anywhere, can you simply tell me what will be the, where is A lying?
X-axis. On the x-axis.
So what will be the coordinates of A?
X,
X,
comma,
comma
0.
0.
Very good. So Ax comma 0 lie on x-axis. Likewise, can you tell me what will be the coordinates of B?
0,
0, comma, y.
Comma y. So B 0 comma y lie on y-axis. So now we know both A and B. Always have the habit of drawing a diagram like this rather than getting over here. Now the biggest mistake. Okay, I wrote this 2:3. What is the mistake that I have done here?
Sir, we need to write AP is 2, then PB is 3.
So
Yes.
3:2.
It should be 3:2. But if you write it this way, the entire sum goes wrong. So my recommendation to everybody is always draw this like a straight line. Now say 2:3. P, A and B. Now it becomes very simple to solve. Ignore the diagram. Just look at this line and solve normally now. Do you understand how to do it? So you never go wrong. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Find the coordinates of X and Y. Now this time this X, Y is given. X1 and Y2 is missing. Huh? So be little smart. Don't mess up.
X यहाँ पे 3 दे रखा है ना.
Please mute yourself, guys. Don't distract people. Okay, let's see how would we solve. So you have x as 3, m as 2, x2 is 0, 3, x 2 plus 3. So 5 into 3, 15. 2 into 0 is 0, 3x. So 15 by 3 becomes x, and therefore we can say x is equal to 5. Anybody getting x is equal to 5?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Let's look at the other side.
Sir, in the
Y. So y in this case is 1. If you do not know what are your x, y, let me tell you, this is your x and y. This is your m ratio n. This is your x1 and y1. And this is your x2, y2. Don't mess it up, please. Okay. So y in this case is 1. M, y2 is y. N is 3. Y1 is 0 upon 2 plus 3. So 2 plus 3, 5 ones are 5. 2y. So I shall get y as 5 by 2, or you can say 2.5. So therefore A was x comma 0, x is 5, so 5 comma 0, and B is 0 comma y, that will be 0 comma 2.5. So we get our x and we get our y. Anybody any doubts with this x and y yet? Please ask. Siddesh, you're doing a very good job. You got both of them correct. Very good.
Sir, I have one doubt,
Right
sir.
now we are doing sections. After that we'll do equations, but this is a free session only for today. If you want circle onwards the next topics, you'll have to go onto the Roughbox application and subscribe for it so that you can get the access to everything then. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Say.
So any the answer should be in decimals or in fractions, sir?
Anything is fine. Both are okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Say.
Sir, how to find the A, sir, and B x comma 0 and B y 0 comma y?
किया ना ये find इतना सब क्या किया हमने?
No, sir. That how to write that x comma y
It
is
is lying
0.
on x-axis, no?
Yes, sir.
So if it is lying on x-axis, what will the coordinates become?
Yes, sir. How to find that, sir?
Arey no, it is standard. If it is on x-axis, it is x comma 0. If it is on y-axis, it is 0 comma y. वो standard है.
Okay.
Okay. Chalo.
Excuse me, sir.
In the diagram, it's AP is to PB.
Yes.
Right, sir. So, sir, won't it be like 3? Yeah.
AP is 2 and this will be 3. So here you get confused. Therefore, you better draw it separately and then do it. Samjha?
Excuse me, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, in the case, sir, like x1, x2, any could be the variable x.
Matlab? You can take this x2, y2. That is how you're saying?
No, sir, like A is given the value x1, y1 as our denotation from the starting, but we don't know x1, so we have taken it as x. So, sir, here x1's value is x.
Correct.
So, sir, in the end, we have to write like x equal to 5, hence x1 equal to 5.
No, not needed. Directly say A is whatever, because A is what you're looking at.
So,
and sir, the examiner will not be like confused what the x
No,
was.
no, it will not. They will look at A and B. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Can we move on to the next
so
question?
I had a question.
Say.
Here we don't have, say for example, AP is 3, right? So no, wait, 2. Sorry. So how did we get 2:3? We don't have to change anything, as in like we do for M and N.
No need, because it is already AP ratio PB only given, no? Not AP ratio AB or anything.
Okay.
Chalo, let's go to the next question. Question number 7. Again, one more diagram question. Try it out. Come on, everybody. I'm giving you a minute to try. So they are asking you equations of AB and CD. Technically, you will not be able to do because this is from the chapter equation of a line. So we'll keep this question right now aside. Later on, we'll look into it. Okay. Let's move ahead. Trisection. What is trisection? Anyone knows?
So line divided into 3 parts.
A line divided into 3 parts. So let's say the parts are A and B, and 3 parts means 2 coordinate, 2 points in between. Let's call them as P and Q. So your A is -4/3 and your B is 2 by -1. Now, how many parts in all? How
Three
many
parts.
parts in all?
3 parts.
AP, PQ and QB, 3 parts. So if I want to find the coordinates of P, then I will need AP ratio PV. Can you tell me how many parts is AB? AP?
One.
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 One
And how
ratio
many
two.
parts is PB?
Two.
2. So you got 1:2. Can you now find the coordinates of P easily?
Yes.
So go ahead, find it. Okay, before we go ahead, hold on. Can you tell me how many parts is AQ?
Sir, two.
AQ is
Two.
2 parts. And how many parts will QB become? QB?
One.
1.
2:1. So AQ ratio QB will be 2:1. And then you will find the coordinates of this. So this is 2:1, 1:2. Come on, apply section formula for both of them. So you first say for P. So teacher understands and apply it for P. Chalo, all yours guys. Apply it and get the answer.
So what about the seventh sum, sir?
That was from the next chapter. We'll do it later on. Okay. So x is unknown. 1 into 2. 2 into -4. 1 plus 2. So 2 minus 8. So do I get -2 here?
Yes, sir.
Let's find the other part. So 1 into -1. 2 into -4. So -1, -8, -9. So I think the coordinates of P should be -2, -3. Is it?
Sir, shouldn't it be 2 into 3?
Anybody getting -2, -3?
Sir, it's 2 into 3.
Sorry?
Sir, it's 2 into 3, right? Instead of 2
part.
into -4.
1 minute, let me check. Yeah, 2 into 3, my bad, sorry. So 2 3s will become 6 minus 1. Is it -5/3 then?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So we're getting -2, comma, -5/3. Okay. Any doubts for this coordinates of point P, anybody?
Sir, it's +5/3, right?
Yes, sir. I also got positive
Coordinates
5 by
of
3.
Q.
Thanks, Arusha. Yeah, okay, everybody.
Sir, what we have to let for the coordinates for P? Sir, X, sir, we have taken already for P or X, Y. Then what we have to take for Q?
Same thing, the formula is X and Y only. Now you're taking the other case. So you don't need to change the coordinates.
So no, for letting, sir, we are letting X and Y.
Normally
Then
only you write for Q, same formula.
Sir, how to present the first part?
I already did, no, in front of you. Two into
Excuse me,
2
sir.
and 1 into -4. And then that will be 2 plus 1. 4 minus 4, 0. Likewise, let's do it for the other part. So m is 2 minus 1. N is 1 into 3. So anybody getting coordinates of Q as 0, 1/3?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me what your doubts are, guys.
Excuse me, sir.
Say.
So in each questions, in each sums, we have to write the formula, and then we have to substitute the value and get the
Yes,
answer.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else, any doubts? Can I go to the next
Excuse me,
question?
sir.
Okay.
So how did we find the ratio? Was it in the question?
No, they said trisection, no?
Okay, sir.
So 3 parts, that's how we got it. Okay, let's go ahead with the next question. Let me share the screen. We know trisection, so there is one more question based on similar, no, missing variable this time, question number 9. So look at the question, then we'll discuss. Just read it. Okay, so the question says that there is a line segment A and B is divided in P in the ratio 1:2. And this P lies on this line whose equation is given. So before we go ahead with this equation and find the value of K, which is your final part, can you first tell me how will you get the coordinates of P? Anybody?
So by section formula we can.
By section formula. So chalo, everybody use the section formula and get the coordinates of point P. Do that much at least. Once you get P, then I will tell you how to find K. ये OTP आएगा 915. Okay, so for P, let's find P. So M is 1, X2 is 5, N is 2, X1 is 3 upon 1 plus 2. So 5 plus 5, 10 upon 3. Anybody getting 10 upon 3?
Sir, 11 upon
11 upon 3.
11 upon 3.
My maths
11
is
upon.
bad. 6 plus 5. I did 10 because I thought 2 3s are 5. Sorry. 1 into X, Y2 plus 2 into 2 upon 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 4, 5 upon 3. Is this 5 upon 3?
Yes, sir.
So P becomes 11 upon 3, 5 upon 3. So we got the coordinates of P. How to get the coordinates of Q? Anybody?
You substitute the values of x and y.
Because the P lies on this line, that is 3x minus 18y plus k. That means if this lies, that means this first coordinate becomes x and this second coordinate becomes y. And now if you solve, you will get the value of k. That's what the logic is. So come on, go ahead, get me the value of k. Anybody did not understand this part, please feel free to ask.
Sir, why we are substituting the value of x and y?
Because the point is lying on that line. So that means x and y will be these coordinates, which are the coordinates of P. Because they said in the question, it lies on that line. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So anybody getting the value of K as 19?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Mitesh, Shinde, you are
Yes,
very
sir.
good and you're doing a good job on YouTube. Thank you so much. Bacha, if the next session is going to be on Zoom only for the ones who have subscribed. So in case if you want to join, you'll have to subscribe to the course on the Roughworks application. Yes, say anybody, any doubts now? Can we move on?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Chalo, move on to the next question. Question number 10. There it is. We did one missing variable. Now let's do one more missing variable. Similar type of a question for question number 10. Read it, see what do you understand, and then we'll discuss it together. Okay. So it says a line segment joining A and B. So we have A -1 and 5/3, and we have B A comma 5 divided in the ratio 1:3 at P. So P is here. The ratio is 1:3. The point where the line segment AB intersects y-axis. That means where is P lying on? P is lying on y-axis. So what will be the coordinates of P, anybody?
0, 1.
0, comma y. So you say let P 0, comma y lie on x-axis. And then they say find the coordinates, find A and the coordinates of P. So first, P lie on y-axis. You already have the ratio. Can you find y? And then also can you find A? So you have to apply both the formulae basically. The first formula of x will help you to get A, and the second formula of y will help you to get the coordinates of y. Are you with me, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Brilliant. Chalo, go ahead. Diagrams are mandatory, yes.
Sir,
Yes,
sir, how do we come to know that point P lies on y-axis?
they've given in the question, no, bacha. See, read the question. I'll show you. Wait. Otherwise, we will not come to know. See, read the question. Got it?
Yes, sir. So the line, that slanting line that you have shown, that is what?
That is y-axis. I just drew it slanting because I didn't have place, but it is otherwise a straight line.
And the horizontal line?
Or just normal lines I have drawn for our understanding. Basically, these are in their particular places where they're supposed to be.
Okay, sir.
So we got the value of A. Now we got y, and y is point P, which is 0, comma y. So 0, comma 2.5. Anybody out there getting 2.5 as your answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, everybody?
Sir, we don't have to draw that slanting line, right? Y-axis.
It is just for understanding that I have drawn.
Sir, we can also draw the line intersect at point P vertically, sorry.
Yeah, you can.
Sir, but
Sir,
if we draw like that, then it will be wrong.
Oh, nothing will be wrong, Reva, but diagrams don't hold any weightage. It is only for our understanding that we are drawing it, okay?
Okay, sir.
So on the top of the above, we have already mentioned it. Let the P lie at y-axis.
Exactly, we have already said that, so nothing matters. Can we move on to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Any
Yes,
doubts
sir.
anybody yet wants to ask anything, please ask. Today I'm going very slow and I'm making sure that everyone understands. If you got a doubt, please go ahead, okay? All right, let's go ahead.
Sir, I have a doubt. Sir,
Stay.
sir, I cannot understand the ratio, sir. The ratio is AP ratio PB or this one?
It's given no here in the question. See, A and B is divided in 1:3. 1:3. So 1 means starts from A to P, and then 3 means P to the last point, that is B in this case. Okay. All right. Now let's say you have a situation like this. where there are coordinates of A and B and P is lying at the ratio 1:1. Matlab, what is the position of P?
Mid.
Please
Is the
repeat again.
Midpoint.
midpoint. Now, if I apply this formula, the section formula, you will notice 1 into x2, 1 into x1, 1 plus 1. So when you multiply, it basically becomes x1 plus x2 by 2. Mn disappears. Exactly same way, can you tell me what will be the coordinates for y?
Y1 plus Y2.
Y1 plus Y2.
Y1 plus y2 by 2. This is called as midpoint formula. And then there is something called as a median. So let's say you have a triangle. What is a median? Can someone tell me?
So the distance.
Point of the triangle.
Yeah, median is the midpoint of the opposite line. So in this ABC, AM is the median. That means BM is equal to CM. When three medians join, they meet at a point. That point is called as centroid. So coordinates of A will be called as x1, y1. B will be called as x2, y2. C will be called as x3, y3. And this point centroid, which is, let's say in this case O, will be called as x comma 0. So centroid formula is x1. If you want to find the coordinates of the centroid, x1 plus x2 by 3. And y will be y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Do you understand what is centroid formula and midpoint formula now, everybody? Everyone
Yes.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Anybody, any doubts you want to ask, or should I start?
Sir, if the ratio is same between the point A, P, in the given diagram, P is
That
AB.
means it is the midpoint.
Yes, sir. This is only I'm asking.
Yeah, I got your point. Chalo, question number 11. You just have to find the midpoints. You've been given A and B. Very simple question. Apply it and get the coordinates. Come on. In fact, you can do this mentally also. So A is minus 3 by 1 and B is 5 by minus 4. This is point P. Let's say 1:1. So you already have P as the midpoint. So you say for P,
Sir, how many questions are there today?
more than 35. So x1 is 1. Sorry, x1 is minus 3 plus 5 upon 2. So 2 upon 2 becomes 1. And y will be y1. Oh, I wrote this wrong. No? x1 plus x2. y1 plus y2 upon 2. So y1 is 1 minus 4. So minus 3 upon 2. So therefore P becomes 1 comma minus 3 by 2. Anybody getting the same answer for P?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Chalo. Complete this. And then you can move on to the next question based on
Sir,
midpoint.
your video is off.
Sorry?
Your video is off, sir.
Okay, I'll
Yes,
just
sir.
check. Possibly the battery has gone. Yes. I forgot to put it on charge. Give me a minute. In the meanwhile, since question 10 is over, question 12 you can start. Okay, don't worry. I'll put it on. Don't worry. Just give me a minute. In the meanwhile, question 12. Usko padha kar. Question 12. Come on, everybody look at question 12.
So what was the answer for 11?
I don't remember. Someone give the answer, whatever the answer was.
1 comma minus 3 by
1 comma minus 3 by 2.
Thank you so much.
All right. So it says C is the center of the circle. One end of the diameter is A.
Sir,
What
can you
is
show
the
the
other
11th
end?
problem, sir?
Sorry?
11th problem.
11th is also there on the screen. Both are there.
The problem which I have solved.
Question or the answer?
Answer, sir.
I erased bacha 11th. I'm starting with the 12th now. Yeah. Now can you see the camera, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
One second. Is it visible now? Yeah. I just have
yes,
to
sir.
hold on. Question number 12. Let me just copy down. You have a circle. You have a center C, where C is -1/6. You have coordinates of A, 5, 9, and you need to find the coordinates of B, which is on the other end. Okay. So the diagram should look like this. Let me
Sir, I
just
have done.
adjust my camera. Now adjust it. So let's solve it. Obviously, you're going to use the midpoint formula. So in this case,
Sir, in this case, sir, the ratio will be the same because C is the center of the
exactly midpoint only, no? So x will be -1 because that's the midpoint over here. X1 is 5, x2 is this B. This is x2, y2. Remember that. Okay. So plus x2 upon 2. So -2 equals to 5 plus x2. So therefore we can say x2 is -7. Likewise, y is y1 plus y2 by 2. So y is 6, y1 is 9 plus y2 by 2. So 12 minus 9 is y2. So your y2 should be 3. And you can say therefore b is -7, 3. Did we
Sir, I
get
have
the same
done.
answer, everybody?
Sir, I have getting same answer by using section formula. Sir, I have done this by section
Obviously,
formula.
you'll get the same, no? Because section formula is 1 and once it disappears. I already told you that.
Sir, by case I have done with section formula. Is there in it
That's
make
okay.
any?
No problem. Okay, centroid formula is your next question. Go for it. Come on. I just taught you what centroid formula is. Anyone, any doubt with question number 12? Can I move on? Okay, question number 13. Go for it. Come on, guys. Two vertices of the triangle are given to you. So let's say the first vertex is A -1, 4. Then second one is B with 5 by 2. And the centroid, let's say, is O as 0, -3. You got to find the coordinates of C. So how will you find the coordinates of C? Obviously, it is x3, y3 is what we are looking out for. So this time we'll say by centroid formula. So whichever formula you're using, just name it and then say x is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. So x1 is -1, 5, x3 is missing upon 3, and x is, what is x? Anybody?
0.
The 0.
0. Very good. So x is 0. So 0 into 3 is 0. 4 plus x3. Anybody getting x3 as -4?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Very good. Likewise, let's find y. So y is -3. 4 plus 2 plus y3. So I'm getting y3 as -17, is it? So I'm getting C as -4, -17. Anybody? Please confirm. Anybody
Yes, sir.
getting same?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Someone else confirm, please.
Sir, we are getting -13. Sir,
Minus
-13.
15.
-13.
-15.
-13 we are getting.
-13.
Yes, sir.
15. 9 plus 6 is 15. Sorry, my math has
-13.
got a little weird. So sorry.
Sir,
15.
-13 I getting.
15, not 13. Okay. Is everyone with me till here?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir, I'm not
sir.
getting.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not getting.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. Your next question is here on the screen. This is now shapes being involved for geometry. So you have parallelogram or right angle triangle. So see, everything that's there in the chapter, I have brought it for you all. So nothing is what you're going to be missing. Come on, question 14, everybody. 3 consecutive vertices of the parallelogram ABCD. So draw a parallelogram. Diagram you must draw for your own understanding, obviously. You don't go wrong then. B is 2 comma minus 6 and C is minus 4 minus 2. Find the coordinates of D. Who can tell me how to find the coordinates of D? Anybody helping me to find the coordinates of D?
Find
Join
the
it.
coordinates of BC. So we'll get the coordinates of DA.
Sorry, repeat.
We'll
This
find
is
the
the diagram. If you look at the
BC.
diagram, you got to find the
So first we draw the diagonals, sir.
Sorry?
You can draw a transversal and then make it into a
Sir,
triangle.
diagonal.
Transpose? No.
No
You
transversal.
can connect the diagonals and
So
midpoint
first
of
we join the
AC is
lines,
equal to
sir.
midpoint of BD.
AD.
So we should
Join
draw a
DB.
diagram between A and C and find the center. Then we have to take B and D and find the
Midpoint, not the center. What will you find? Midpoint. You already know that the diagonals of the parallelogram bisect each other, correct? So let them bisect at point M. Can you find the midpoint M using AC? Once you get the coordinates of M, then take M as the midpoint and for BD find D. Okay, so 2 times midpoint formula if you apply, automatically you will be able to find the answer. Try karo. Let's see if you can try. At least get the coordinates of M first. So for M, X will be 10 minus 4 by 2. So 6, so 3. And Y will be minus 2 minus 6 by 2. So minus 8, so minus 4. So therefore M will become 3 comma minus 4. Anybody getting M as 3 comma minus 4?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So now that we have got M, now use M for BD in this case. So for BD, X is equal to X1 plus X2 upon 2. And M is 3 comma minus 4. So we know X is 3. X1 is unknown. X2 is 2 upon 2. So 6 minus 2 is X1. So therefore you can say X1 is 4. Likewise find Y. So Y1 plus Y2 upon 2. So Y is minus 4. Y1 we don't know. Y2 is minus 6 upon 2. So minus 8 plus 6. So do you get Y1 as minus 2?
Yes.
And
Sir,
therefore D becomes minus 2 comma, sorry, 2, 4 comma minus 2. Got it guys, everybody?
sir, in starting what we have to write?
Nothing you write. The way I have done, the same way you do it. It is enough for the teachers then. Anyone, any doubts with this?
Sir,
Guys?
here M is the midpoint between AC and BD.
Yes, M is the midpoint between AC and BD because diagonals of the parallelogram bisect each other. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, complete this. Anyone, any doubts? People on YouTube, guys, this is the first session, so it's free. The next session is going to be on circles. Definitely not free. You'll have to join through rough box. Let's move with the next question. Oh, sorry. There you go. Your next question, question number 15. This time it's a square that they're talking about. So ABCD, sorry, not square, isosceles right angle triangle. So you have a right angle triangle as well as isosceles. Okay. Now, how will you know? One second, I'm getting confused. Prove that A, B, C are the vertices of isosceles right angle triangle. So let's call this as A minus 5, 4. We don't know whether B is going to be here or C. We're just assuming. And C. How will we prove that this is right angle triangle? Anybody can help me? And how will we prove that it is isosceles?
By using distance formula.
Very good.
We can
By using
calculate distance formula and then Pythagoras.
Sorry?
So we can calculate the distance and then we apply Pythagoras theorem.
Distance formula and then apply Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So let's find AB first. So you know the formula x2 minus x1 the whole square, y2 minus y1 the whole square. This is from standard 9 and they can certainly ask you this also. And that is why I took this one question here so that at least you know how to handle it and no one gets confused in the exam. Chalo, try karo.
Sir, where is D?
D later on we'll talk about it. Right now first prove the first part, then we'll look into the second part. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So what is this formula called?
Distance formula. So x2, you can take anything as x1, anything as x2, no problem. So anyone getting root 52 as AB?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's find BC. I got this also as 52. Let me find AC. So I get this as root 104. Now you can say AB is equal to BC, not equal to AC. So two sides are equal. And since two sides are equal, obviously it is a isosceles triangle. Therefore, ABC triangle is an isosceles triangle. Now you say that AB square plus BC square is root 52 plus root 52, which becomes 104. And AC is already 104. So since AB plus BC square is equal to AC square, therefore triangle ABC is an isosceles right angle triangle because it is following Pythagoras theorem. Here you can write Pythagoras theorem. So you can see in this chapter also they can ask you distance formula, which can be a part of the solution. Is everyone understanding how to do this?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, say.
Sir, by chance our diagram was in a condition with the sum. In case the hypotenuse is another side, so we have to repeat the diagram.
Yeah, you will have to.
Okay, sir.
Sir, in the beginning of the sum, there's first x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y1. But under that you have flipped it, right? You first put y2 minus y1.
Problem. Everything is fine. Doesn't matter.
Okay, sir. But was there any reason for doing that?
Because I could see that -2, -4. Instead of that, I thought I can do ulta also. So I did -1 plus 5 like that. Anything is fine. Depends. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Now the second part is find the coordinates of D. Anybody can tell me how will you get the coordinates of D now here?
Sir, we can by midpoint formula.
Exactly.
Where is
the square. So you first find M as the midpoint of AC and then use the same way to find the midpoint of BD also. Because the case is the same, M becomes the midpoint of AC. Likewise, midpoint of BD. Don't do it now. It's a very lengthy sum. In the exam, they will ask any one part. I purposely picked up the question to show you how they can ask you. Clear, everybody?
Still I'm not getting it.
Yes, sir.
What you are not getting?
Show the question.
What you are not getting?
Sir, that okay, sir.
Got it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody else? Any more doubts?
Can we do this without
Sir,
the
that's
distance
a
formula?
question. Is
Sorry?
So is there any other method apart from using the distance formula?
No, bacha, this is the only method.
Okay, sir.
Okay. The last question for this chapter, question number 16. Read the question and then we'll discuss. Okay. So let us understand the question first, then we'll talk about the solution. It is saying that determine the ratio in which AB is divided by this line whose equation is given to you. Let's say it is dividing in point P. How will we get the ratio here? Your question is to find M ratio N. Anybody helping me how to find M ratio N? This is
So
a
first of
tough
all, we will
question.
find the coordinates.
One of my favorite. Let's see if anyone can handle it and tell me how.
So we will find the coordinates of P.
Coordinates of P, but how?
Sir, by the equation.
Of equation.
Sorry?
By equation in the question which is given.
With the equation, how will you get the coordinates? That's the question.
The factorization, sir.
Factorization, no, bacha. Okay, let me help you. What you must do is, you're going to find, let's say, X and Y by the normal method we do, that is this one. Okay, so X is unknown, M is also unknown, X2 is 3, and this is 2. So I get 3M plus 2N, M plus N. Likewise, find Y. Okay. Now listen to me carefully. You find Y in terms of M and N only. So you basically get coordinates of P in terms of M and N. And then you remember one sum where we said, if P lies on this line, that means whatever is X over here becomes X over here. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And whatever is Y over
Yes,
here
sir.
becomes Y over here. So what we'll do is we'll find Y in terms of M and N, then take X and Y, substitute here, and while you solve, automatically you will get M ratio N. Try it out. Different sum. Try karo. See if you can follow. If you can't, then obviously I'm there to help you. Try karo pehle everybody. So let's say what Y do we get? We get it as M into Y2, which is 7, N into Y1 minus 2, and M plus N. So 7M, 2N, M plus N. So therefore P becomes 3M, 2N, M plus N, 7M, 2N, M plus N. Anyone reaching here for P at least?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You have the line ka equation. So take the value of X, that is 3M plus 2N, M plus N, and take the coordinates of Y. Solve karo. So here I will get 6M, 4N, 7M, 2N, 4 times M plus N. I have taken the LCM upon M plus N is equal to 0. So when I solve this now, 6 plus 7, 13m, 4 minus 2n, minus 4 minus 4 becomes 0. So I get 13 minus 4 as 9m, 6n. So finally it will become 9m equals 6n. So m upon n, 6 upon 9. So therefore m ratio, if I don't write ratio, I lose 1 mark, becomes 2 ratio 3. Isn't it a brilliant sum? Totally different.
Sir, can you re-explain?
Say.
Sir, 4n minus 2n will be positive 2n. You have written minus 2n.
Yeah, because minus into plus will become minus, no?
No, sir, but the before that 6m plus 4n plus 7m minus 2n, it will be 13m plus 2n.
4 minus 2 will become plus. So then this will become minus 2n, correct?
Yes, sir.
So finally the ratio will be 2 upon 9. So it will become 2 ratio 9, correct?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you, Piyu. Yes, say. Can I re-explain the entire sum?
Yes, sir.
First, what to do is find m and n in terms of m and n. Oh, sorry, x and y in terms of m and n. Then since this point lies on this line, in the place of x and y, take that and substitute it. Take the LCM, cross multiply, automatically you will get the ratio. Understood, everybody? Very good question from your school prelim point of view. Most of the time I see such sums in the exam. Okay, let's go ahead with the next question. With this, we have finished section formula. We are now going to get into equation of a line. So let us understand few things of this chapter before we go ahead. So the first thing that you are expected to know in equation of the line is when a point lies on the line. So let's say 2, 3, and there is a line this. So does this point lie on this line? Yes or no? How will you come to know? So it is very simple. Just take the LHS, substitute the place of x the x coordinate and place of y the y coordinate. If it matches with your RHS, then yes, the point lies. But if does not match, then the point does not lie. That is the first thing. Any doubts with this part? If the point lies on the line or no? Anybody?
No, sir.
Clear hai sabko?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is the first thing.
Please once again explain it.
Take the coordinates, put it into the values of x and y. If LHS matches RHS, point lies. If it does not lie, if it does not match, it does not lie. Simple. That is the first part. Second part is about finding the slope. So if this is your line, then this angle which it makes is called as inclination with the x-axis on the right hand side. This inclination means how high it is, helps us to find the slope of this line. Let's say the name of the line AB. Slope can be found by two methods. First method, inclination. So whatever is the inclination, likewise you can find. So inclination can be 0, 30, 45, 60, 90 standard angles. And then the tan values of that. So you'll have to learn this. Tan 0 is 0. 30 is 1 by root 3, 1. This was again from standard 9. So these are the values of the slope. So if this inclination is 30 degrees, then the slope is denoted by m, will be tan 30. So what is the value of tan 30? 1 upon root 3. That means the slope is 1 upon root 3. If the values are other than these standard angles, then you have to use the tan table from the logbook. When I teach you trigonometry, that time I'll tell you. So that's the first method of finding the inclination. Now the question comes, let's say if this line is more than 90 degrees, So it is not mentioned here. If this angle, let's say, is more than 90, let's say 120 degrees. Then you look at the other side, get this angle as 60, and you say slope is equal to negative tan 60. Why negative? Because you are looking on the right hand side instead of the, left hand side instead of the right hand side. And then take the value of tan 60, just put a minus sign. So this minus sign will tell us that you are looking at the line which is greater than 90 degrees. So that's the first method to find the slope using the inclination. Any doubts with this inclination method, anybody?
Sir, why we are using 10? Sir,
Because tan helps you to calculate the slope, that's the method.
sir, we cannot use any trigonometric
No,
ratios.
only tan. Yes, Shefali.
Sir, I didn't get the minus sign part.
Minus you will put if it is greater than 90. And you will look at the other angle on the other side, because you don't have 120, you have only till 90 in the table. Okay.
Sir, what will be the formula for slope of perpendicular?
We'll come to that. Right now, first understand this inclination.
So
now
like
the next method, say.
If it's like 120, so
then you look at the other side,
half,
which is 60, and 60. You to take that and put the minus sign. Now let's say if they have given you the coordinates of A and B, and they are asking you to find the slope of this line AB, then you use the formula y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, where this is x1 y1, x2 y2. Since you are using 2 points, the name of this formula is called as 2-point form. The name is 2-point form. So you have y2 as 2, y1 as 1, minus 1 and minus 2. So you get 1 by minus 3. That becomes the slope. Is that clear, everybody, what is slope here? This is called 2-point form. So you have two methods to find the slope. Method 1 is by inclination, that is tan, and method 2 is by 2-point form, where you know the coordinates of 2 points. Am I clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Brilliant.
Yes, sir.
Then, if two lines are parallel, 1 and 2, then their slopes are equal. But if two lines are perpendicular, then the product of their slopes will be minus 1. Just try and understand this much. Then later on I will explain it to you. Yes, recording will be available in the application. Okay. If two lines are parallel, the slopes are equal. But if two lines are perpendicular, then the product of the slope is negative 1. Clear hai yahan talak? If the point is lying on x-axis, what will be the point?
x0.
X comma 0. If the point is lying on y-axis,
0 comma
0 comma y, not y comma 0. 0 comma y. This much is enough for the time being to understand the slope. Then we'll talk about equation of a line after some time. First, let's have a good start with these basic questions. Then we'll look at the difficult ones. Okay. So let's look at question number 1 from this chapter. State if this lies on this. You just have to say whether the point is lying on it or no. You remember what did I teach you? How to get it? Someone, please tell everybody how to get it.
You'll substitute the value is given.
Yes. So you have a line. The equation is x minus 2y plus 5. And there is a point which is minus 5, 0. You have to say whether this point lies on this line or no. So for that, what you do is you just pick up the LHS and substitute the values. So minus 5, 2 into 0 plus 5. So I get minus 5 plus 5, 0. And RHS also is 0. So since LHS equals RHS, does the point lie?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It lies on x minus 2y plus 5 is equal to 0. Clear, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Exactly same way. Next question. This time the point is lying, but k is missing. Now you don't have to say whether it lies or no. It is already lying. Find the value of k. So directly substitute and get the value of k. Come on, simple this is. So simply substitute the values of k and 6 and find the value of k quickly. Come on.
Sir, K is X, right?
Yes.
Is it 14, sir?
I don't know. Let me check. No, I got k as 4.2. Sorry, 4.5. Anybody got same 4.5?
Yes,
Yes, sir. 4.5.
Very good. So complete this. Those who are done, we'll move on to the next one. Jayasurya, you're looking out for exercise C and D on the YouTube channel. You will not find it. It is on the Roughbox application. So you have to download the application, look out for the exercise there, and then maybe subscribe for the course, pay the amount, and then you will get the access to it. Okay. Chalo, question 3. Now this is a merger of section formula along with this. P divides this line. So let's say you have a line where A is 2 by 1 and B is minus 3 by 6. And P divides it in the ratio 2:3. And P is lying on the line whose equation is given to you as x minus 5y plus 15 equals to 0. The question is first find P, and then the question is does P lie on this line or no? So you find P, then what will you do after that?
So we will
substitute the value of x and y.
Substitute the values in the LHS to find out whether it lies or no. So first of all, find P using section formula. Come on, everybody. I'll give you a minute to try. Find P quickly, and then we'll look into the second part.
Is a minus 2 by 5 comma 3, sir?
I don't know. Let me check.
Sir, I got 0,3.
That's correct. I also got P as 0,3. Let's take the LHS and let us check if it is lying on the line or no. Someone? Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yeah.
LHS equals RHS. Therefore, P 0,3 lies on x minus 5y plus 15 equals 0. Clear everybody how to solve it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone, any doubts? Are we doing well, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Slope can also be named as gradient. Gradient and slope both are same. Without solving, can you tell me what will be tan 45?
1.
Tan
1.
60?
Root 3.
Root 3.
Okay. If it is, let's say, 135, angle is 135, what will be the slope?
90.
Minus 1.
It will be tan 45 negative. So that is minus 1. Because if this is 135, then the other angle is going to be 45.
45.
If it is 45 on the right hand side, you put a minus sign, and tan 45 ka value is 1. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir, we are subtracting 135 from 90.
Yes, from 180. Not from 90. From 180, you are subtracting 135. Okay. All right. 2-point form. I just taught you. Let me write the formula y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Based on that is your question number 5. The 2 points are -2, -3 and 1, 2. Can you find the slope of these 2 points? The line that makes these 2 points. Can you find the slope? y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Come on, solve.
5/3.
Okay. One others.
Done, sir.
Yes, sir. 5/3.
Okay. So y2 is 2 minus minus 3. 1 minus minus 2. So 2 plus 3, 1 plus 2, 5/3. So therefore you can say slope is 5/3. Leave it like this. No need to get into decimals. Is everyone clear with this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, any doubts, anybody?
So we are not writing the name of the formula which we are using before starting the question.
No need. Directly you can just work on it. Okay. Let's look at the next question that we have. They say these 3 points are collinear. Find K. What do you mean by collinear, anybody?
Lie at
So
same
they
point.
lie on the same line.
Same line. So first point is k/3. Second point is 2 by -4. And the third point is k minus k plus 1 minus 2. Let's say the 3 points are A, B, C. How will you get the coordinates? The value of point K, anybody? If they're on the same line, what does it mean?
Yes, sir.
If they're on the same line, what does it mean? Slopes are equal. So can we say slope of AB is equal to slope of BC? Apply the slope formula here for AB. Apply the slope formula here for BC. And then cross multiply and see if you can manage to get the answer. Try it.
Sir, why is slope of AB equal to slope of AC? Sir, I'm not getting this.
Because they are on the same line. No? So slope of AB, same line further. So has to be the same slope because it is the same line only, no? Isn't it?
Yes.
So slope is the angle.
Slope is the angle. No, angle is inclination. From the angle you use tan and you get the slope.
So slope means the line tilted how much degree?
Yes, no, that is inclination. And using that tilted how much degrees, you can find the slope using tan.
Sir, can you show like what is slope? I mean, I'm really confused in this.
Slope is basically a number using this inclination what you are finding. Okay. Slope helps you to understand how much inclined it will be.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So y2, y1, -4, -3, 2 minus k. And on this side, -2 plus 4, minus k plus 1, -2. Solve it.
-1/2
Value of k
minus
then. So -7, 2 minus k, 2 upon minus k minus 1. So -7 times minus k minus 1, 2 times 2 minus k. So 7k plus 7, 4 minus 2k. So 7 plus 2, 9k minus 3. So do you get it as -1 upon 3? The value of k? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Chalo, complete karo isko and then we'll go to the next question. Anyone, any doubts? Can I move on?
Excuse me, sir.
Say.
Sir, like in the coordinates of B, one side it is becoming x1, y1 and one side x2, y2. So we need to specify what is the values of y2 and y1.
No need, no need. You can directly apply.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Question 7. Let's read. This time they're talking about parallel lines and perpendicular lines. I have already told you What will happen if lines are parallel? The slopes are
Equal.
If lines are perpendicular,
M1 into M2 is
The
equal.
product of the
the
is
product is -1. Very good. So you have A, B, and you have C. The first question, find the slope of altitude of AB. What do you mean by altitude of AB?
Height.
Slope of
Height, the height. The height of AB will be from C. Let's call it as M. So your target is to find the slope of CM. How will you get the slope of CM? Can someone help me understand that?
So we will get AB
by AM.
Sorry?
The slope of CM into the slope of AB will multiply to
You
give
find the
negative.
slope of AB, and then M1 into M2 minus 1 will help you to get the slope of CM. So first find the slope of AB, then we'll talk further. Let's call it as M1. So 4 plus 2 and 5 plus 3. So 6 upon 8. Anybody 3 upon 4?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Can the height be drawn from the vertex A?
No, they said height of AB. So that is CM. Or they have asked you altitude of AB. So that is CM. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So anybody got 3 upon 4?
Yes, sir.
And then you say lines are perpendicular. So M1 is 3 upon 4. Anybody M2? Anybody getting M2?
-4/3.
Very good. Because the lines are perpendicular. So whenever perpendicular is there, you got to use this. Second part, slope of median AD. What do you mean by median? What do you mean by median?
It divides
Dividing into equal
Midpoint. So how will you get the slope of AD? Anybody?
First, we will find the coordinates of point D.
Find the coordinates of D and then use 2-point form. That is the same formula, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Are you getting it, everybody? So first get D by what? Midpoint, because D is the midpoint since this is the median. So sabse pehle let's find D. Anybody helping me with the value of D? I'm waiting.
Sir, do we have to find D coordinates? Because
Without
for the
that you
slope,
can't
we
do
don't
because
need
it's
that,
not
right?
perpendicular. Anybody getting
But
me
sir,
the
we can put
coordinates?
it in slope formula, right?
Yes, once you find D, then put it in the slope formula, the AD part. Anybody manage D? Say yes.
Yes, sir.
How much?
-1, -5.
Very good. Anybody now manage the slope also already?
3/2, sir.
Okay, let us check. So 4 plus 5 and 5 plus 1. So 9/6. You're right. 3/2. Therefore, slope of AD is 3/2. Okay. Then there is a third part also to the question. Any doubts till here before I erase and move to the third part?
Sir, please explain first part.
First part, AB and CM perpendicular. So we first found slope of AB, and then since lines are perpendicular, M1 into M2 is -1. So you put M1 ke jagah pe this and you find M2. Okay?
Sir, if
Yes.
they say altitude of AB, why do we find CM?
Altitude of AB, matlab AB ka altitude. So that is perpendicular. So we find CM.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's look at the third part now, the last part to this sum. Slope of line parallel to AC. So slope of line parallel to AC will have the same slope as AC, correct? So find the slope of AC only. So slope of AC. Come on, who is giving me the answer to the slope of AC first? Quick. Nobody.
-3. Okay, 3.
I got 3.
3.
Yes? And then you
Yes,
say
sir.
slope of AC is 3. Therefore, slope of line parallel to AC is also 3. Are you understanding, everybody? Are you with me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
sir.
YouTube, are you all guys with me? Very good. Chalo, let's go ahead with the next question. So your next question is question. Oh, now you got to
Sir,
find
still
the
how many sums
equation.
do we have?
Sorry?
Still how many sums more, sir?
Another, I think, wait, I'll check. Before that, just let me teach this part. Now the main part of the chapter begins, where you're supposed to find equation of a line. Now, whenever you're supposed to find the equation of the line, the first thing you need is the slope. What is the first ingredient you need?
Slope.
How can you find slope? How many methods?
2 methods.
First
Two
method,
methods.
By
By 10, using 10.
inclination.
By 2
And
point.
second method, 2-point form.
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, how to find slope of the line? So for slope of the line, also 2 methods. Sorry, slope no, equation. Method 1 is called as point slope form. And second method is called as standard form. Point slope form, you need a point, means coordinates, and you need the slope, that is m. Standard form, you need slope and you need y-intercept, which is c. I will explain everything, don't worry. But remember, in both the cases, what you basically need is the slope. Without slope, you can't find the equation. Is that clear? Now,
Yes, sir.
point slope form
Yes.
is y minus y1 m times x minus x1. So let's say if the coordinate is 5, 1 and the slope is 2. How will you find the equation? So this x and y, you don't have to touch. So stays as it is. x1, y1 is this. And this is your m. So y1 is 1, slope is 2, x minus x1 is 5. So y minus 1, 2x minus 10. So 2x minus y, 9. That gives you the equation. So this chapter ka name is equation of the line and you have to find the equation. So how will you find the equation? 2 methods. Point slope, standard form. Point slope means you need a point and a slope. So you use the point and slope in this formula and you get the equation. Is this first part clear in everyone's head?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Second part, y is equal to mx plus c. M is the slope and c is the y-intercept. So let's say your slope is 2 and c is 3. Then y is 2x plus 3. That means 2x minus y minus 3. Okay, that becomes the equation. Now, I need to tell you 2 more things. Number 1, what is this c? Y-intercept. What do you mean by y-intercept? Y-intercept means if this is x-axis and y-axis, and let's say this is the line. The line, wherever it hits the y-axis, let's say it is hitting at 3, then this point 3 is called as the y-intercept. What are the coordinates? 0, 3. But what is y-intercept? See, there is y-coordinate and there is y-intercept. Coordinates are 0, 3. But y-intercept is only 3. Do you understand the difference between the two?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
likewise, if I say that this point is 4, can you tell me what is the x coordinate here?
4,
4,
0.
And what is the y, sorry, what is the x-intercept?
4.
4.
Very
4.
good. So if they give you the x-intercept, can you find the x coordinate?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
if they give you y-intercept, can you find the y coordinate?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. If you look at this particular equation here, it doesn't have x coordinate. What it has is only y coordinate,
Intercept.
which is called as c. So last 1 minute to understand the gist of the entire chapter, and then there is nothing left to teach, then only practice the sums. So सबसे पहले we learned the point lies on the line. So we said if the point lies, you substitute this in x and y and check if LHS matches with RHS. That is the first thing we learned. Second thing is finding the slope by two methods. Method 1 is inclination. Under inclination, we said you have to find tan for these things. So we said tan 0 is 0, 31 by root 3, 1, root 3 and infinite. And then the second method to find the slope, slope is denoted by m, is called as 2-point form. Under 2-point form, the formula was y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Then we said if the lines are parallel, then the slopes are equal. And if the lines are perpendicular, the product of the slope is -1. Finally, the last part, the third part, equation of a line. Two methods. In both the methods, you need slope compulsory. So method 1, point slope form. Under point slope form, y minus y1, m times x minus x1. And standard form. Under standard form, y is equal to mx plus c. C is called as y-intercept, where the point hits the y-axis, using which you can find the y-coordinate, which becomes 0, 3. This is the entire chapter. That is nothing beyond this that you need to know in this chapter. So we'll practice few sums on equation of a line now to find out how to get the equation. Any doubts with this page, what I have written?
No,
Take
sir.
a screenshot of it and take a printout. It will really help you. Yes, now say. Any doubts, anybody?
Sir, to find first the equation of line in our book, they have given first to find the slope, then to find the equation.
Exactly. First you will find the slope. Once you get the slope, then you will go here. So that is why slope is important, and slope cut two methods. So the sums that I am going to give you now will be needing first to find the slope, and only then you will be able to find the equation.
Yes.
Okay? Don't worry, we'll do all of them. As of now, first understand everything. Okay, let's look at the questions and let's try a few of them. Come on, guys. Here you go. So your question number 8. How many questions in all you have? You have 21. And we are on question number 8. So not many questions left. Come on, let's go for it. They say, find the equation of a line parallel to x-axis and passing through 3, 5. Parallel to x-axis. Can you tell me what will be the slope of x-axis? They have asked you equation. To find the equation compulsory, what do you need?
Slope.
Slope. Without slope, we can't do it. And if you get slope, you have a point. What will you use then? Point slope formula. Now to get the slope, they have told you that the line is parallel to x-axis. So can you tell me slope of x-axis?
0.
0. Why 0? Because if you see x-axis, it is not inclined at all. It is 0 degrees. And 0 degree will be 0. So therefore, slope of line also will be 0. And now equation of line. So you have the slope as 0. You have the point. So you are going to use slope point form, in which this is your slope and this is your x1, y1. Come on, get me the equation of a line. I'll give you 30 seconds to try.
Sir, can we use the formula mx plus c?
Y is equal to mx plus c. You cannot because you don't have the y-intercept.
So y is equals to -5.
No. This is y coordinate. This is different. Y-intercept is the line hitting at y-axis. That you don't have here. This is just the y-coordinate of this point, not of the line itself. Got it? So y minus y1. What is y1 here? 5 minus 5. Slope is 0. X minus 3. So y plus 5 is 0. So y becomes minus 5. This is the equation of the line. Do you understand how to get the equation now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts with this sum? Okay, your next question 9. A straight line passes through these 2 points. Find the equation of the line. So you have 2 points. What will you first find?
Slope.
Very good, slope. Because without slope, you cannot solve. Once you get the slope, you have 2 points. Use any one point and find the equation. Whichever point you use, you will get the same answer, nothing to worry. So P is 2 minus 5 and Q is 4 by 3. So first find the slope.
It's 4.
So slope of PQ, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So that will be 3 plus 5, 4 minus 2, 8 by 2, 4. Very good. And now equation of line, y minus y1, m times x minus x1. So y1, take any one point. So I'm taking Q. You can even take P. You will get the same answer. So 4x minus y 13. Anybody getting 4x minus y 13?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Anybody took P and Q got the same answer?
Yes,
Anyone
sir.
took P and got the same answer? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Very good. Chalo, let's look at the next. Any doubts, anybody? Anyone wants to ask anything?
No, sir.
Okay, let's go with the next question. Question number 10. There you go. Find the equation of the perpendicular from P onto this line. So read the question, draw the diagram. Without that, you will not understand. And then we will discuss. I'll give you 30 seconds to try, and then we'll discuss together. Okay, what does the sum mean? Find the equation of the perpendicular from P onto this line. So let's say it's PQ and this line is here. How will you get the equation of this line PQ? What do you have a point. What do you need?
Slope.
Slope.
How will you get the slope? Lines are perpendicular. Isn't that the clue?
Yes, sir.
So
M1.
Yes, sir.
First you will find the equation of this line. First you will find the equation of which line?
PQ.
No. Equation of this. And then use that M1 into M2 to get the equation of PQ. So you have 3x plus 4y minus 12. How will we get this slope using this equation? Anybody? Who's smart over here?
Y is equal to mx plus c.
Very good. Y is equal to mx plus c. So make y as your subject. Push everything on the other side. Make only y as your subject. Even push 4 on the other side. And then say y is equal to mx plus c. So what is in the place of m? Can you spot?
Minus 3
Minus 3 by 4.
Yes. That becomes your slope, minus 3 by 4. And then say, since lines are perpendicular, m1 into m2 is minus 1. Can you find what will be m2?
4 by 3.
Very good. You are going fast now. 4 by 3. This is basically slope of PQ now. So now that you got the slope of PQ, you can find the equation of PQ. Because you have the slope. So for PQ, the slope is 4 by 3 and the point is minus 1, minus 2. So equation of line. What is the formula you're going to find for the equation of the line?
Point slope
Y
form.
minus y1 m into x minus x1.
Very good. Apply it and get the equation quickly. Let's see if you can handle it. Okay, those who wish to join, let me tell you all, this is only for the ones who have subscribed to the crash course. Others can see this free today on the YouTube. If you want to join on Zoom, you'll have to go to the Roughbox application, subscribe for the course, which is around 3,000 something, where we are going to do the crash course of the whole portion of SEM 2. And only then you can be a part. The next chapter I'm going to be doing is circles, which is not going to be free. If you want to watch it, you have to become a part of the crash course by going onto the Roughbox application, subscribing to it, and then we will give you the link. So is it 4x minus 3y equals to 2? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Chalo, next sum. Any doubts with this one, anybody?
Sir,
Say.
is there a particular format we have to follow when it comes to writing?
Good you asked. Whenever equation has to be written, take x first, y then equal to and then the number. Any other format also is fine, but you cannot write this in with denominators. You have to take the LCM, remove the denominator in case if you have. Otherwise, 1 mark will be lost on that. Okay. Rest any other format is fine, no problem. Okay. Chalo. Question number 12. Intercepts are given. So they say equation of the line through 1, 3 and 5 on y-axis. So y-intercept is 5. What will be y-coordinate?
0, 5.
0, 5. So that means you have 2 points now, 1 and 2. Let's call AB. What is the first thing needed for the equation? Slope. So find the slope. Once you get the slope, then you can use point slope formula and get the equation also.
Two.
So y2 is 5 minus 3, 0 minus 1. So anybody getting minus 2?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, let's find the equation. You can use any one coordinate. I'm using B. Anyone telling me what will be the equation? Anyone there helping me with what will be the equation?
2x plus 5, y is equals to 5.
Very good. 2x plus y is equal to 5 is correct. Any doubts with this sum before I move to the next one?
So please explain again.
What do you want me to explain?
Sir, I do not understand.
What you didn't understand?
Question.
They said y-intercept is 5. So coordinate will be 0, 5 since it's on the y-axis. Is this clear?
Yes.
Now you have two coordinates. Can you find the slope easily? And once you have the slope, then equation of this line, use the formula where you need the slope and any one point. So I used point B and I got the equation. Clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, I'm getting the equation as y is equal to 2x plus 5.
Transfer
I don't think so. Did you get the slope minus 2?
No, sir, I got. Okay, yes, sir. I did it wrong.
Denominator
I
minus
did
has
it.
to come
Yeah,
up.
I did it wrong. Yes,
Yeah, you must have
sorry.
got it as 2.
Yes, sir.
No problem. Chalo, 13th read. Again intercepts. Read it. Find the equation of the line whose slope is minus 2. So slope is minus 2. And which intersects x-axis at a distance of 3 on the left. So what will be the coordinates of x-axis?
minus 3 0.
Minus 3.
Minus 3 0. 3 on the left. So on the left means minus 3. And since it's on x-axis, it has to be 0. Anyone did not understand this? So now you have the slope and you have the point. Can you find the equation quickly for me? Chalo. So first you will find the point, which is minus 3 0, because it is on x-axis. 3 on the left. See, if you draw this 0, 1, 2 and 3. 3 on the left, so has to be negative. So the point is here, so minus 3 0. So we got the coordinates. You have the slope. Now using the slope and point, we can find the equation. So y minus 0 minus 2x plus 3. Anybody 2x plus y minus 6?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. The next question. Can I move? Now equation of the line with section formula together. So both the chapters together, the questions can be asked. So that's your question number 14. Remember, to find equation of a line, two methods, either slope and y-intercept or slope and point. So you have a triangle ABC where A is 2, 5, B is minus 1 by 2 and C is 5 by 8. M is a point on AB such that the ratio is 1:2. Find the equation of the line of CM. So first, what will you find the coordinates of?
M.
M.
Very good. By section formula. That is mx2, nx1, m plus n. Find the coordinates, then find the slope, and then find the equation. So lengthy. Lots of things asked. First, find the section formula. So we have 1 into 2, 2 into, no, 1 into minus 1 and 2 into 2 upon 1 plus 2.
1, 4.
So I got 1. Let's find y. 1 into 2, 2 into 5, 1 plus 2. So 10, 12, 12 by 3, 4. So is point M 1, 4?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Slope of CM. That should be 8 minus 4, 5 minus 1. So is the slope 1?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And now equation of CM, y minus y1, mx minus x1. So y1 in this case, I am taking this one. So do you get x minus y equals minus 4 as the final answer? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts, anybody with this sum?
No, sir.
Can I move on? All right. Your next question, 15. Equation of the line using standard form. So standard form is y is equal to mx plus c. So you have question number 15. Two equations are given and the question is, are the lines perpendicular? So that's the first equation. This is the second equation. How will you find whether the lines are perpendicular or no?
M1 into
The
M2
product
is equals to
is
minus
Yes.
1.
So first find their slopes. So 3y, make y as your subject. Anybody? What is y1? Sorry, m1.
1 by 3.
Very
1 by
And what is m2?
3.
3. And then find the answer. So what is m1 into m2?
1.
Then
But
since
it is
it is not equal to -1, so lines are not perpendicular. Do you understand what we did here? We first found the slope of first line, then we found the slope of second line, and then we said m1 into m2, whatever the answer. And if the lines are not same, I mean, if it is not -1, then the lines are not perpendicular.
Sir, isn't the slope of the first one minus 1 by 3?
Why, bacha?
Um,
X is
because
here only. See, we put 3y on the other side, so becomes plus.
Oh, okay, okay.
X is here only, no?
Okay, okay. Yes, sir.
Chalo, next one. 16. These are perpendicular, find P. So now they are saying that they are perpendicular, find P. So what you're going to do is find the two slopes and then say m1 plus m2 is equal to -1 directly and get the value of P then. Okay. Chalo, giving you 30 seconds, find P. First get m1, then get m2. हो जाएगा 15 मिनट. So what is your first slope?
3.
Very good. So 2y minus px plus 3, y minus p upon 2 and 3 upon 2. So what is m2?
Minus 100.
Lines are perpendicular. Therefore, m1 into m2 minus 1. Anybody got P?
Yes, sir. 2 by 3.
Very good. Complete the sum. Any doubts with this one? Can I move to the next question? Equation of a line for median or an altitude. So go to this question number 18 directly. It has median, altitude, everything together. 17 the same type, but only one part. Here all three parts are there. So I'm just skipping that one sum. I'll send you the list of these questions. That time you may try it. So you have A, you have B, and you have C. The first thing they're asking you is median through A. What do you mean by median?
Dividing.
Dividing into
The
equal half.
opposite side. Correct?
BC.
So BC. So what will you first find? Coordinates of
M.
Once you get coordinates, then use the two coordinates, find the slope, and then using the slope, find the equation. Come on, go for it. Anybody got M?
Yes, sir.
So X 2 minus 2 by 2 0 and Y 2 plus 4 by 2 3. So M is 0 comma 3.
3.
Let's find the slope of AM.
-8.
-8. And then equation of AM. Everybody got -8?
Yes, sir.
So what is the equation? Anybody getting?
8x plus y is equals to -3.
Very good. Shabash. That's correct. That was your first part. Anybody, any doubts for the first part? Now, equation of altitude through B. So let's say BD. How to get the equation of this BD? Anybody? For the equation, you need point and the slope. So point B is available. What you just need is the slope of BD. How will you get the slope of BD?
So we can find the coordinate of D by finding the
You
AC.
can't find the coordinate of D. You will find the slope of AC and then say M1 into M2 minus 1 because the lines are perpendicular. Understood?
Sir, why can't we find D?
Because it is perpendicular. It is not midpoint. What ratio will you apply? It's not 1:1. Understanding?
Yes.
So first find the slope of AC.
Yes, I means altitudes are not always the midpoint, no?
Sir, it's
Yes, altitude doesn't mean midpoint. Then you say since AC perpendicular to BD, M1 into M2 is -1. So M1 into M2 -1. So M2 becomes 1/3. So slope of BD we got. Now equation of BD. Anybody managed to get the equation?
Yes, sir. X minus 3y is equals to -4.
Very good. Seema, good job. Any doubts, anybody, guys? Am I going fast?
No.
Equation through C parallel to AB. So parallel through AB. What clue does that give you? Parallel to AB.
The slope is equal.
Slope is equal. So find the slope of AB. And you will get the slope of this line and then point slope you can use. So first find slope of AB. Anybody slope?
Sir, it will be equal because it's parallel.
Parallel, so equal slope. And then equation of the line directly. So y minus 4, 7 times x plus 2. Anybody?
7x minus y is
7
equal
x minus 5 equals -18.
Shabash, that's correct. Completed. Any doubts, anybody? Please ask. Huh? Can I move to the next question, 19, diagram 1? Anyone doubts with the 18th one?
No, sir.
Very good. Chalo, 19th. Go for it. It's a diagram question. Where is A lying on what?
X-axis.
X-axis.
What will be the coordinates of A?
X0.
X, x
So
0.
you say let A be x comma 0. And what will be B?
B is y-axis.
0,
Y.
Y-axis, so 0 comma y. So this will be 0 comma y. A is x comma 0. And they have given you point P. Have they also given you the ratio? Yes, 1:2. So draw a new line like this, AB with P 1:2. A as x comma 0, 0 comma y, and 4 comma minus 1. Can you find the coordinates of A and B? This is from section formula now. And then equation through P perpendicular to AB. That we'll see later. First, get me the coordinates of A and B. Come on, everybody. Everybody, coordinates of A and B. Use section formula. So for A, anybody? X?
6.
6.
Very good. Let's find Y.
-3.
That's correct. So therefore your A is x comma 0, so 6 comma 0, and B is 0 comma y, so 0 minus 3. So we managed to get A and B. Now they say equation through P perpendicular to AB. So that will help you to get the slope and then use this point. So first find slope of AB. Anybody slope?
1/2.
Yes, and then since lines are perpendicular, let's call this line PM. So M1 into M2 minus 1.
So please repeat second part.
Slope, you have to find the equation of this line through through P perpendicular to AB. So we are first finding the slope of AB, then perpendicular slope, which we found -2. And now this slope and this point will help us to get the equation of that line. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The equation of PM where slope is -2 and P is 4 minus 1. So we will use Y minus 1. So Y minus Y1 slope times X minus X2, X1. Anybody getting the equation?
2x plus y is equals to 7.
Perfect. I'll give you a minute to breathe and then we'll go to the second last question. Question number 20. Any doubts, anybody, with this sum? Okay. Are there no doubts, or is it that you are fed up already? Guys, last two sums. Let's buck up. There you go. Can you tell me what are the coordinates of A? Anybody? Look at the diagram. Tell me coordinates.
0.
4,0.
4, 0. How will you get length of AB?
The distance formula.
So let us apply. 30 seconds. Get me the distance AB. Last two sums. This one and after that one more. Anybody gets the distance as root 45 units?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Correct? Everybody? So you use distance formula, got root 45. Now the third part. Third part, they're saying ratio in which Q divides AC. Where is Q lying?
Y.
Y-axis.
So you have A, you have C, and Q is lying on Y-axis. So what will Q become?
0, y.
0, y.
0, y. Can you find the ratio?
Yes, by section formula we can.
Section formula. Anybody?
2m is equals to 4n, m is equal to 4/2.
4 ratio 2.
That is
2
wrong.
ratio
2 ratio 1. Reduced form you have to write. And finally, they're asking you equation of AC. So what will you find first?
So spotlight the question again.
Anybody slope? And once you get the slope, get
2/3.
Very good. And then equation of line. So you have the slope, then use any one point, either A or C. Anybody slope?
2x minus 3y is equals to 8.
Shabash. 30 seconds, those who are lagging can go ahead and finish it.
So spotlight the question.
Yes, I will. So that was your question. Last May equation of AC, we found it. Any doubts, anybody? Can I move to the last question? Equation of the line plus point of intersection. So find the equation of the line through this and the point of intersection of these two lines. What does this mean diagrammatically? Let us first understand, and then you can tell me how. Okay. So you have got a point 0, -2. Line is passing through 2 points. So this line ka equation is 4x plus 3y 1. And this line ka equation is 3x minus y plus 9, 0. Okay, look up, let us understand the question. They're saying find the equation of this line, that is, let's say AB, where B is the point of intersection of these two lines. So how can we find the equation of such a line?
We can find B by solving the equation simultaneously.
Very good. So that is why the name of this type, see what is the name I have kept? Point of intersection. So point of intersection you get by simultaneous equation. So you take this first equation, take the second equation, simultaneously solve it. Whatever you get will be the coordinates of B. Once you get the coordinates of B, find the slope and then point slope. Come on, I'm giving you a minute, finish it and get it correct for me. So multiplying equation 1 by 3. Anybody getting the point of intersection?
X is equals to -2 and y is equals to 3.
So can I say -2 by 3 is point B? A you already have. Find the slope of AB. Anybody slope?
-5.
Very good. Find the equation.
Sir, isn't the slope -5/2?
What is -5 by 2? Slope.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. -5 by 2. You're right. My bad. Sorry. Finally, what is the equation?
5x plus 2y is equals to -4.
Plus 2y equals.
That's correct. Any doubts? Anybody with this sum?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, great. With that, we've finished the entire section and equation. Guys, good job. I know it was little lengthy, but this is the only session which was lengthy because two big chapters I had picked up. Now the next is circles, only one chapter. Aram say we can do it, no big deal. But only one suggestion. Please solve the Selena book of circles and then come, so that when I post new questions, you know what I'm teaching and it goes faster. Okay. In case if you've not taken the video lectures, you can always subscribe to it. Watch the videos and then come for the crash course. Becomes easier. Tomorrow, physics is going to be taken up by Mr. Santosh Nimkar, and it's going to be again free on YouTube. So you can tell all your friends to join, they can watch it. And then if you want, you can also subscribe to it. In case if you've already subscribed, a big thank you to support us. This week, all the sessions are going to be free. Tomorrow is physics. Then after that, I think you have Hindi, then you have got computers, then you got geography, history, as well as English. So all the sessions are going to be till Sunday. Please enjoy, study. The recordings, I will be making it available. Right now, in another 5 minutes, I will put the questions, whatever were there today, which we've solved as a PDF on the Roughbox application in the group where you are added as batches. In that, you will find it in the content. And I will also add the test. Please attempt the test. Keep it ready. Next class, when we meet, we will discuss the test. You don't have to upload it anywhere. And the test also, you will find it in the content section. You will not find it anywhere in the content section. In case if you do not get anything and you are confused, you can call us on 915-295-8335 and we will be
24/7.
Sorry?
We can call you 24/7.
Call, if he is awake, he'll pick up.
No, sir. Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much for your support. I hope I'm helping you. I hope I'm trying a decent effort to help all of you all, right?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Good night. Take care.
Thank you,
Have a
sir.
lovely
Sir,
week. See you on Monday.
Bye, sir.
Yes, Maya, you are
Sir.
asking something.
Yes, sir. Sir, I wanted to ask that are these questions means okay for revision? That is one day before the exam. If we solve only these sums, is it okay?
100% it will help you. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. Bye, sir.
And one day before the exam, we'll do most likely session. Don't worry, in that I will get lots of sums for you all again. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Chalo, bye.